Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelly, and in today's video, we're doing another pick a card reading. Today, we're asking Spirit all about what blessings are coming to you. All of my pick a card readings are timeless, so whenever you come upon this video, a message will be ready for you. Before we begin, please give me a big like down below and subscribe to my channel for more pick a card tarot readings just like this one. If you're new to pick a card readings, here's how it works. These are the 4 piles that you can choose from. This is pile 1 with a rose quartz. This is pile 2 with a green calcite. This is pile 3 with a red aventurine. And this is pile 4 with a selenite moon. I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards and choose a pile that you feel the most drawn to. Please use your intuition when choosing your pile, and if you feel drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch multiple piles. There may be more than one message in this video for you today. After you're done deciding, scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and click on the timestamp to skip to your reading. Tarot is an intuitive and insightful way to read the current energies surrounding a situation. If you ever hear something you do not like in a reading, please don't give up or get discouraged. Remember that you have 100% free will over your life, and you can change the course of direction at any time. My intention with these readings is to help gently guide you for a better path for your mind, heart, and soul. So never get discouraged about what you may hear, because it may end up being the activation you need to change course. With that being said, I'll give you some time to start meditating on the cards. You can close your eyes and hover your hands over the screen to see if you feel any sensations on a certain pile, or you can simply meditate on the cards and choose a pile based off of your gut feeling. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and get right into the tarot cards. We're getting the Star, the Fool, Ruler of Cups, which is the King of Cups, the 8 of Coins, Temperance, and the Seeker of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So we have 3 major arcana here. So that means that the blessings coming to you are going to be very, very transformative. They're going to be extreme in your life, and that's a really good thing. So before we actually get into the tarot cards, let's talk about the rose quartz and why you might have been drawn to the rose quartz. So rose quartz really represents things like love, compassion, and emotional healing. So the blessings that may be coming to you may be surrounding all of those topics. Maybe you'll be growing more love in your life, more compassion, or even doing some deep emotional healing, which is a major, major blessing. So the zodiac signs that the rose quartz is connected to is Taurus and Libra. So you may have Taurus or Libra in your chart, or more of that Venusian energy may be coming into your life as your blessing. So with that being said, your blessing really centers around emotional renewal and emotional healing. You really may have been going through a lot of painful things in the past, but things are going to be turning around very soon. With this rose quartz, and actually the coloring of the cards here, I see a lot of beauty also entering your life. So the stone, the rose quartz, is actually also connected to the heart chakra. So this heart chakra crystal really activates all of that Venusian energy, which means self-worth, forgiveness, and magnetism. So you may be growing in all those fields as your blessing. Taurus and Libra vibrations also really draw in balance and harmony energy. The blessings that are coming to you may be all surrounding things such as balance and harmony. The blessings ahead show me that you are daring to receive love again. So maybe you have been single for a while and now you're ready to open yourself up for a new phase of love. There's also a chance that if you're currently in a relationship, a new level of love is going to be blossoming. So let's go ahead and now get into the tarot cards and see what blessings are coming to you. With the Star starting off this whole thing, this is Aquarius energy, air energy. So this is showing me hope, faith, purpose, renewal, spiritual guidance, inspiration, and creativity. So maybe your creative projects are going to be blossoming at this time. The Star here also shows me that your blessings that are coming to you revolve around hope being restored in your life. So you're entering a period of divine renewal after period of difficulty. The Aquarius energy that is connected to the star brings purification through water and inspiration. With that Aquarius energy connected to the star, I also see that the blessings that are coming to you is that you will have a faith of renewal. You will have faith in your own unique light, because Aquarius is a very unique energy, and the star talks about things such as hope and faith. So your hope and your faith in your own unique light, your own unique skills are going to be blossoming at this time. The blessing here ties in that emotional healing, new hope, new faith, and also divine trust. So with that being said, sometimes when we go through difficult things, we may doubt ourselves. We may think, for example, our art is not special, or we may think our skills are not special. But with the star coming here and starting this whole reading off, I do see that you have a emotional healing and renewal in your own self, in your own unique light. So that's what I'm seeing here for the star. Let's go ahead and move on to the Fool. With that new faith renewed in your life, I sense that you're actually going to have new beginnings coming as well, because the Fool is actually connected to Uranus and air energy. So that is talking all about new beginnings, innocence, spontaneity, a free spirit, and even risks. So with that faith being renewed in your life, maybe even gaining more spirituality or guidance through the divine, you may have projects coming up that you are very inspired to take on. So with this Fool card, it really shows me a new beginning is approaching you. Fresh air coming into your life at this time. The Uranian energy that's connected to the Fool really clears any stagnant emotions. It shows me that you're stepping into a karmic reset. The universe really rewards courage over perfection. So with that being said, if you have any artistic projects or any side businesses that you're thinking about creating, this would be a really great time for you to start. The blessings that are coming to you is that you will start to see results in any endeavors that you take on at this time. So I would encourage you, and Spirit would encourage you to start, begin something new. And I just saw 555 on the clock as I was saying that, and 555 is a number of change. So things are going to be changing for you. Your faith has been renewed yourself, which causes you to be more creative. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Ruler of Cups. So this is the King of Cups, and this is actually talking about emotional balance, a compassionate king, and a diplomatic king. This is related to Libra and Scorpio energy. So what I'm actually seeing here is maybe you went through a hard time and you healed from it, and now you're coming out on the other end a very emotionally balanced person, a very compassionate person, and even handling your situations with interpersonal relationships in a diplomatic way. So with all that being said, life is going to feel like it's a lot more smooth, because if before life was chaotic and full of conflicts with emotional problems with other people, then it's going to hinder your own faith in yourself and maybe even stop your creative projects because you're thinking about all these things that are happening in your life. But I see that that has cleared out of your energy. You are no longer in a conflicting energy or any type of energy that makes you not emotionally balanced. And with that type of energy cleared out of your field, now the blessings that are coming into your life are going to feel very, very emotionally fulfilling. So not only are you going to have blessings in your own faith of yourself and your new creative projects, but actually you're also going to be having blessings in emotional stability and wisdom. You're finally feeling safe within yourself to express yourself, to act in the ways that you actually feel like show who your character really is. I also see any type of interpersonal relationship problems that you may be facing at this time soon to be resolved. So with this Ruler of Cups, which is the King of Cups, I'm really seeing that this blessing manifests as emotional maturity and an ability to attract reciprocal love. The Ruler of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, any of those. So you may be connecting with more watery energy, or maybe a person with watery energy in their chart is going to be coming forward and really helping you with your creative projects, or just really deeply connecting with you at this time. So I sense that your heart is really opening, and that is one of your major blessings. Maybe you had been living with your heart a bit closed off or a shield up because of things that have happened to you before. But at this time, I really sense that a lot of deep emotional healing has already happened, and you're able to promote harmony in relationships and in your life. So with that being said, with all this new inner balance that's coming into your life, you are ready to build tangible growth, which is seen here in the Eight of Coins. So the Eight of Coins really shows me a consistent energy. The Eight of Coins talks about apprenticeship, repetitive tasks, mastery, and a skill development. So because you have all this new faith and a new beginning coming in, and you're emotionally balanced, you're able to really pour all of your energy into mastering a skill that you're interested in. And you are going to be excelling in this field, whatever whatever you put your mind to. So the consistency is really paying off here. Your blessings come through your daily effort. So whatever you have been putting your energy in daily is going to be magnifying in your life at this time. You may see a lot of different blessings coming your way in terms of whatever you've been putting your energy into. So for example, if you're an artist and you're putting art out into the world, you may be getting more attention on your art. People may be starting to buy your art or trying to commission your art. And if you are working up the career ladder, for example, your superiors will start to notice more and more about your work and your efforts, whatever you're putting your daily effort into. And another example would be if you're picking up a new form of working out, that is really going to start showing results as well because you're putting that daily consistency in. And the Eight of Coins is actually Sun in Virgo energy. So with that being said, Virgo is a very perfectionistic type of sign. They are the martyr of the zodiac. So that Virgo craftsmanship is really going to be showing in your work as well. You're going to be manifesting abundance while you are refining your gifts and your talents. This love or feeling of purpose that comes from within that you're channeling into your craft is really going to be tangible soon. So I encourage you to continue doing your craft, continue trying to master your craft, continue trying to develop those skills because it's really going to start paying off. With that being said, all that patience, all those repetitive tasks that you're putting into skill development really shows me that you're moving into a balance because the Temperance is next. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, fire energy, and it talks about things such as balance, moderation, patience, purpose, reconciliation, healing, and angelic guidance. So maybe your angels or your spirit guides have been pushing you towards something that you haven't taken a full risk on, but at this time, the blessing that's coming to you is fire returning into your life that you really continue feeding into your art. So with Temperance coming up here, I sense that you guys have been very patient on seeing results of your craft, but at this time you are going to start seeing more and more tangible results coming in on your craft. So whatever this is, even for some of you, if you've been just trying to have better interpersonal relationships with other people, that is going to start showing. Things are going to get better in those fields as well. Since this is a general reading, I see a lot of different things here. Some of you might be working on your fitness. Some of you might be working on maybe your family or your wealth creation. Some of you may be working on creative tasks in terms of communication. Some of you may be working on just decorating your home and having a better home space. Some of you may be working on your creative projects. Some of you may be working on your fitness or your mental health. And then some of you may be working on romantic relationships. Some of you may be working on your business. Whatever it is, I sense that a whole new period is coming in for you at this time. Also, with the Temperance coming here, I sense that you're really able to merge your divine masculine and divine feminine energies within your own self. So the blessing here that's coming to you is that integration of those two sides. And that's going to really activate a lot in your life. So whatever you put your energy onto, that is what's going to magnify. Another blessing that I'm seeing for you guys is maybe before you guys had scattered energy and you were not focused on one or two specific things in your life. But now I'm sensing that you guys are really able to balance yourself and put that energy towards only things that matter. I'm getting a vision right now where it's somebody had a million tasks to do, a million events to go to, and not really knowing what's the best to feed all their energy into. But once you have decided what you wanted to put your energy into, that is the area of life that's going to grow. So that really moves us to the next card, which is the Page of Wands here. So that's showing me once you start seeing results in your creative work or whatever you're putting your energy into, the excitement and creative sparks really make your life feel colorful again. Because the Page of Wands is a very inspired character in the tarot, full of ideas, discovery, limitless potential, and they are a free spirit. So this is earth and fire energy. So you're bringing your spirituality, you're bringing your manifestation abilities down to the earth plane. So maybe you had all these ideas before, but you weren't able to manifest them. At this time, you're really able to manifest your ideas, really able to put them into action down here. And that is the major blessing that is coming into your life. Okay, with all that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the oracle cards now. We're getting positivity, which has the marigold here, and this is the north node, a sun here, and a dream catcher. With that being said, there's also a 40 here, so 4 plus 0 is 4. I'm seeing that you're getting a lot of balance in your life with this positivity card. You may have gone within and been able to renew positivity in your own life, which is going to attract a lot of blessings into your life. A golden light is surrounding you at this time, and all of your optimism that you've worked very hard to craft is going to start attracting miracles into your life. Literally, whatever you want is going to come into your life. It's like a wish come true energy when the marigold comes up. Marigold symbolizes sunlight for the heart. This is Venus vitality restored. All those things that bring you pleasure in your life, all those things that are Venusian are coming back into your life. You're finally finding the pleasure in just daily things, daily creative tasks, and you're entering a season of blooming gratitude with this card coming up. When you live in positivity, when you live in joy, things will start manifesting faster, because manifestation is all about having all of your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions in alignment. Let's talk about thoughts, emotions, and actions, T. So maybe before you had thoughts of wanting X, Y, and Z, and your feelings were in contrast to that. Maybe you weren't feeling like you can do the thing. Maybe you're feeling a little bit negative because you weren't getting results on the thing. And that is going to cause your actions to be a little bit scattered. Like you're putting yourself forward into the world, doing your creative task, but at the same time, you're not feeling it. I feel like you went through a major arc of restoring that positivity in your life. Now that you feel positive while you're thinking good thoughts and also doing your actions every single day, it's going to be manifesting things in your life quick. You're going to be shocked. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting water spirit, manifesting dreams. I was literally talking about manifesting. 46 here, 4 plus 6 is 10, which is the number of 1, which is connected to the Fool. I feel like you're entering a whole new phase with this manifesting dreams coming up. I feel like your dreams have even changed. So as things have developed in your craft, in your life, you've been able to refine what your dreams really are, which means that you're able to manifest faster as well. When we have multiple different dreams and contradicting dreams, it's harder to manifest because we can't really imagine what our dream actually is. But now that you've honed in on what you want and you're able to visualize this thing, you're able to have the emotion connected to this and all of your thoughts in alignment with this particular dream, you're able to take daily actions that you need to manifest those things. With that being said, your dreams are ready to actually manifest. I encourage you to continue to believe that you're worthy of manifesting your dreams. The water here really symbolizes emotion as a creative force, and your blessings will start coming to you when you feel like they actually have already arrived. That emotional alignment really is the magnetic manifestation ability coming in. So that flowing emotion really meets the divine where they are, and it brings it down to the earth plane. Also, if you've ever seen an otter or experienced one in real life, they're very fun-loving creatures. They're so funny. They lay on their backs and they slap their bellies and they're just so cute. And I sense that with that otter on this card, it's showing me that when you have that fun-loving energy within your own self and you have that positive light within your own self, that is that manifestation ability coming into your life. So make sure you do things on a daily basis that keep you in that fun, high vibration. Take rest and relaxation when you need it so you could stay in that positive light. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting power and there's lightning here. So this is really showing me that you've really activated your power at this time. Maybe before you weren't really living in emotional alignment with your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions, but at this time, you've really stepped into your personal power, and that makes your confidence magnify, amplify, and maybe even return for some of you. Some of you may have lost your confidence for a little bit because you weren't seeing results in certain fields that you were putting your energy towards, but now that you're seeing the results, now you're activating your power actually even magnifies more and more. Nothing can stop you at this point. Your confidence is literally unshakable, unstoppable. Sorry, I had to change the curtains a little bit so the light is a little better, but I'm back now. So let's talk more about the power here. With this power, it really shows me there is mountains and thunder. Mountains always represent a journey, something to climb. With this mountain and thunder symbolism on this card, it's really showing me the uniting of heaven and earth. That divine authority grounded in the heart. So you get these divine intuitive insights about your craft, about your life, about your passions that come through your crown chakra, your third eye. You know what you need to be doing to express yourself on the earth plane. And you're going to get more intuitive insights on these because it's like when you get those insights, it's almost like thunder striking into your own consciousness. So those are your blessings, that empowered voice, leadership to really anchor in this power. I am encouraging you to refine your environment. So with that being said, take things out that are no longer feeding you. I'm sensing that for some of you, you've already done this. This could be interpersonal relationships. This could be jobs or places or situations that no longer feed you or help you in any way. At this time, I really do encourage that you step away from things that are taking away your power or affecting you in negative ways, and really hone in on the things that bring a lot of positivity into your life, things that you're dreaming about. When you put and focus all of your energy into what you actually want, that's when things are really going to manifest. So I'm going to try to give an example. Let's roll the dice. I'm just doing one to see an area of life. The seventh house. So if you're trying to manifest love, a marriage into your life, then focus on all of the things that are surrounding that. So if you really want to manifest a love into your life, you really want to also try to be a good partner, being the best partner that you can possibly be. And we can always actually see how to feed the house that we want by looking at the opposite house. So the opposite house of the seventh house is the first house, which is yourself. So if you actually want to attract love into your life, you actually pour all your energy into yourself, and that's actually going to make you more magnetic. So where are we trying to step away from? Where should we take our power away from? The eighth house. So potentially this is the house of in-laws. So maybe for some of you, you're trying to better your marriage or partnership and there's in-laws in the way. That's something that I can see. But the eighth house also talks about occultism, shared resources, inheritances. Maybe those things, those topics are stressing you out at this time. I would take a step back from that and focus on your relationship, cultivating a better relationship. So this is an example that I wanted to randomly talk about when I rolled the dice. So that doesn't have to be all of your situations, but I did sense that where there was interpersonal things happening for this pal that is going to be changing. It's almost like you pulled your energy away from things that are no longer serving you, so you can put your energy into things that are feeding you, putting more positive energy into your life. You can leave some people on red. That's something that's coming up right now. Leave them on red. Doesn't matter. You don't have to see them, and focus on what matters to you. So let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting practice feng shui, create a sacred space. That's cute. So there's a lot of feng shui concepts, things that you can do for your home. Some of it is built into the structure of the home, so things you may or may not be able to change. But with this card coming up, it is showing me that spirit is encouraging you to clear your space because it will clear your mind. Any small shifts that you can create in your space is going to create a big energetic change. So when I see one of my friends or one of my family members having a messy space or a messy room, I can sense that they also have a messy mind because your space is a reflection of your mind. I do encourage you to tidy up your space, move things around, look up different feng shui practices, and see if you can change and shift anything in your space to reflect those things, and just see how the energy changes. I also do this in my own life. For example, I'll move around my couch, I'll move around my furniture, I'll organize my space, I'll put things in different areas to see if it clears up my mind. I don't like clutter, so I try to minimize my clutter. If I do need to have clutter, I'm not ready to organize that situation, like maybe I just went shopping or something and I just kind of leave it in a place, I'll have it all consolidated into one place. So it's like a little clutter corner, and then I'll just deal with it all at the same time. So with the feng shui card coming up here, feng shui is really asking you to align your outer surroundings with inner harmony. So when your outer surroundings are in harmony, you will feel more harmonious inside. So as you reorganize your sacred space, and of course your space is sacred no matter where you live or no matter what your space is looking at right now, it is all sacred. That the inner will reflect the outer. It is divine order, and the universe is going to mirror that order in your life on a macrocosm scale. Your room, your house is the microcosm, but after you organize that, your life will also reflect that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting organization, which is actually kind of funny. So 42 here, 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 is a very harmonious number, so a lot of harmony in this pile. And the organization card says purpose, planning, efficiency, so easily. So maybe before you were not inspired to organize your space, you're not really inspired to maybe have things color coordinated, but at this time, I'm sensing that that's actually going to be something that really helps feed your creations, really helps feed what you're trying to manifest in your life. So with this organization card, it really shows me that spirit is trying to tell you that life is going to feel easier when you plan things intentional. So this could be planning your creative projects out. This could be planning your space out. This could be just planning your life. Having a bit of a plan, a little bit of an outline is going to help so much more than just winging it. Maybe you were the winging it type before, but at this time, Spirit is really encouraging you to stay organized, organize your space. That's really going to enhance your positivity, your power, and help you manifest more and more into your life. And also, the organization card is really triggering the energy of Mercury here. So Mercury has a blessing of clarity, mental alignment that really channels that emotional flow into tangible results. So this is going to make your power really stabilize. Mercurial people are actually very, very organized. They're very tidy. They like to tidy up their spaces. So maybe Mercury's energy is going to be coming towards you at this time. So I highly encourage you after this reading, or even while you're watching readings, to tidy up your space. Do two things at once. Listen to a reading in the background. I'm totally encouraging you to do whatever you want and tidy a little corner up and do a little bit every day and see how your life starts to change over time. So let's go ahead and move on to the next card. We're getting Reflect. What a beautiful card. There's an eye here. And the Reflect card is actually a water card. So the Reflect card is telling me that taking time to really reflect on your progress is going to help you stay centered, which is connected to this Temperance card here. And also, of course, the Rose Quartz is a very balancing, harmonious stone. So when you reflect more on your life and the situations that come and arise in your life, you are going to be able to create more emotional balance and harmony. So as we can see on the card here, I'm really seeing a lot of different symbolism. There is a swan, there's two swans here, and there's also the eye, and that is showing me that your blessings really revolve around this gentle reflection energy and helps heal any emotional loops, repetitive loops. So this is why I love meditation so much. Meditation has helped me more than pretty much anything that I've tried, which is crazy, because when you really sit down and meditate and reflect on things, you can process emotions very, very easily. I know that sounds almost contradicting because reflecting on things and processing emotions is not actually an easy thing to do 3 on the clock. But when you give yourself that time, you can start with 5 minutes. I like to do 25-minute plus sessions personally, but I built my way up there. I started with 5 minutes, and you just kind of sit with these things that come up in your life. Having multiple periods like that of reflection in your life throughout the day, throughout the week, is going to really reveal things to you. This is the way that the divine can talk to you. Let's say I went through a really difficult interpersonal relationship type of situation. If I just sit there, meditate on it for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, I can really process those things and actually let it go. And it creates emotional healing in my life, which causes ripples in my life of positivity. And I'm able to pull my power back into myself rather than thinking all these different things. Because we all know when we have interpersonal relationship issues, we're always thinking about the perfect comeback or whatever, and that is so petty. Let that energy go. It's stealing your energy and taking away from your creative ability, your positivity, your power. When we're able to sit down and reflect on these things, meditate on these things, we can bring positivity back. We can bring power back to ourselves and start putting our energy where it's actually meant to be. So you can put that energy into working out your body and having better health for yourself rather than thinking about other people. That's just an example, but you can apply it to your life in any way. And with the swan symbolism here, it really shows a grace in transformation. So maybe you're completely transforming your life, not just on an emotional level, but because you are really taking that time to reflect, you're able to show up as a completely different person, which is also going to cause ripples in your life of more manifestation. So I feel with this reflect card coming up, Spirit is asking you to self-observe yourself without any judgment, just creating space for yourself. When you meditate, it's truly emotional evolution. I can't even explain it other than asking you to try it, asking you to just give it a chance. So with all that being said, all of these lovely energies are converging in your reading. There's love in this reading, there's hope in this reading, there's action in this reading, there's power in this reading, and it's really showing me that you have many, many blessings coming your way, and there's a lot of different things that you can focus your energy on, but whatever you choose to focus your energy on, you're going to see a lot of blessings coming in that area of life. But what I mainly see here is a whole transformation of your inner space. That inner space is where everything starts. So all of your thoughts, all of your emotions, and all of your actions that you have been putting out into the world are going to be coming in as blessings into your life soon. All in all, I mainly see your blessings are surrounding emotional healing, a renewed hope, a renewed confidence, and even love. You are leaving behind any heaviness and stepping into joy and purpose at this time. Through reflection, organization and embodied gratitude, you're really becoming a magnet for divine manifestation. The rose quartz, like I said earlier, really opens up your heart, and the star is renewing your faith, and power really grounds it into reality. So the universe blesses you with emotional sovereignty, creative mastery, and even manifested love. Pile number one, what a lovely reading. I really enjoyed this reading, and I'm so excited about the blessings that are coming into your life. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a big like down below, and comment down below pile 1 to claim this reading, or tell me what resonated down below. When you interact with the reading, you bring the energy closer to you, so make sure you interact below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week, so I hope to see you here again soon. Until next time, bye, pile 1. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the green calcite, this is going to be your reading. Let's get into the tarot cards. We're getting the Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. So what a lovely reading. I can definitely tell that it's going to be a lot of healing in your energy. But before we go into the tarot cards, go ahead and talk about the green calcite and why you may have been drawn to the green calcite. The green calcite is a very soothing stone. The green calcite talks all about renewal, balance, and emotional release. Maybe there's a lot of things that you have been releasing out of your energy in recent times, and that's going to help you blossom more and more. With this green calcite, it talks about your blessings surrounding emotional renewal and release. You're finally releasing the heaviness of old wounds so your heart can start breathing again. The green calcite resonates with the heart chakra, blending Cancer's nurturing energy and Virgo's restoration energy. This is showing me that you are healing through practical self-care and compassion. The green calcite is connected to all those things, the heart chakra, Cancer and Virgo energy. You may have Cancer or Virgo in your chart, or you may be even attracting somebody with Cancer or Virgo energy in your life, or you're tapping into those energies in your own life to create emotional release and healing. Your blessings start to unfold when you start releasing control, grounding yourself, and letting any new growth in your life emerge on its own. I really do love the green calcite because it's a very gentle, heart-centered stone that promotes all these lovely feelings within our aura and within our energy. If you do not have a green calcite and this is resonating with you, I do encourage you to get a green calcite if you feel you're in a place of trying to emotionally renew yourself. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards now. Let's start with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands shows me that a new excitement is stirring for you. Some type of curiosity is returning after your phase of emotional fatigue. The Page of Wands is talking about earth energy and fire energy, and this is a character in the tarot that has a lot of inspiration in their energy. They have a lot of ideas, they love to discover things, they are a representation of limitless potential and a free spirit. Maybe after all of these emotional things that you've been healing from, you feel very renewed, you feel like a new sense of potential is flowing into your life. And with that being said, it really shows me that you're starting to allow yourself to have fun in life again. You're allowing yourself to try new things again. Because when the energy is really dense and heavy, we don't want to try new things. We kind of want to hide away. We kind of stop doing our projects. We don't really want to create anymore. But the thing is, when we're human beings on this earth plane, we are meant to be creative. We are all highly creative, whether you think you're creative or not. When I meet somebody that says that they are not creative, I know that there's something that needs to be healed. And most likely it is something in the emotional realm, because we're all very creative individuals. 333 on the clock as I'm saying that. I highly encourage you to explore those things, explore any new excitement or new curiosity that's coming into your life. This page really is bringing that first spark of inspiration, but it is all up to you to run with that, take the courage that comes from that, and dream up something that really resonates with your particular life. You're being guided to explore rather than trying to perfect things. Maybe in the past you felt like if you were going to put your energy into something that it had to be perfect, but Spirit is encouraging you to explore at this time. Let things be messy. They don't have to be perfect. Things can blossom on their own time. No need to put a lot of pressure on it, and have fun. Be a free spirit about it. This budding enthusiasm that is coming into your life starts to mature more and more through the Queen of Pentacles here, which is next. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing character in the tarot. She's practical. This is somebody that provides financially and is a working parent. With that all being said, the Queen of Pentacles here is showing me that your blessings actually come through stability, nurturing your own routines, and self-care. So this is both Sagittarius and Capricorn energy in the tarot, but when we talk about a Queen of Pentacles character, we can talk about any of the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And with all those signs, it really shows me that a grounded abundance is coming in as a blessing for you. And even a sense of maternal wisdom is coming as a blessing into your life. So the way I see this is maybe somebody that has Queen of Pentacles energy is going to come into your life and really help feed your inspirations, really help give you new ideas on life. Or maybe you're activating that energy within yourself and really beginning to nurture yourself and give yourself that self-care. So you're really learning to care for yourself as much as you care for others too with this card coming up. So maybe you've been somebody that gives a lot in relationships or friendships, and this is showing me that you're gonna start feeding that energy into your own self, your passions, your creativity, as well as continuing to be that person for other people. The Queen of Pentacles is very, very patient, and this really leads me into the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is all about that slow and meaningful harvest. So whatever you've been putting your energy into is going to start bringing blessings into your life. This is Saturn and Taurus energy, and it talks about long-term views, sustainable results, perseverance, and an investment. So maybe you have finally figured out what is worth investing your time into, and you have been persevering towards your goals. Whatever your goal is, I do encourage you to repeat your goals to yourself throughout the day if you ever feel like you're getting off track. So for example, you can affirm to yourself your goals or things that you're trying to manifest more. And since this is talking about emotional release and harmony in your life, you can continuously repeat to yourself throughout the day, I live in harmony. My life is full of harmony. My life is full of harmony. My life is full of harmony. Just keep saying this to yourself. You can also say things like, I am balanced. I am balanced. I am balanced. Just keep saying it, and things will start to change because you will start to find ways to create more balance in your life if you keep repeating it to yourself. Things are growing in your life at this time, even if progress feels slow. The seeds that you have been putting into the earth, into your life, are starting to sprout under the surface. And this represents Saturn's blessing of divine timing. Tangible results follow a faithful tending to your crop. So do you think it's easy to grow all these beautiful flowers? I grow flowers in my actual life. I love to garden. And the amount of babying that you literally have to do when your seedlings are in that seed and seedling phase is crazy. That's probably the most work. And once they get established, it's almost like they start growing themselves. You just have to do the maintenance, which is watering them, trimming them up, etc. But the seedling phase is the most difficult phase because you constantly have to tend after them and watch after them. So that is a real metaphor for whatever that you're trying to build in your life. That beginning phase, whatever is in your seedling nurturing phase of your life right now, I'm encouraging you to channel the Queen of Pentacles energy when you're trying to grow that thing. For example, let's make an example with the dice. What area of life should we make an example? Okay, the second house. So this is all about family. So maybe you're trying to grow a family, literally. And with that being said, we can make an example of the pregnancy phase. You want to take care of yourself and your health and take rest when you need it while you're pregnant, right? And then once the baby is out, the baby at that time is a seedling phase, and you have to put a lot of energy and time and effort into the baby. So with that being said, I am really sensing that you should cut out things that are no longer serving you, because we do have this Five of Cups here, which is talking about things like regret, failure, disappointment, or pessimism. So anything that brings that pessimistic energy into your life, cut it out and focus on the things, on the seedlings in your life that are going to grow beautiful plants for you, beautiful crops for you, which is just a symbolism of positivity in your life. We're moving into the Page of Swords next, and the Page of Swords is earth and air energy. It talks about new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, and new ways of communicating. With this card coming up, it shows me that you're actually developing a new, fresh mindset, which is a blessing. That new mindset is going to change your life in so many different ways. You may have a sharper vision for your life. You may have clearer communication coming into your life, and those are major blessings that are very much understated. You may even have a new spark for curiosity coming into your life. Maybe you have been feeling apathetic, which we can see the girl here is quite apathetic about things in her life. And maybe that energy is starting to go away. You are developing new things of curiosity in your life, which is a major blessing. The air energy that is associated with the Page of Swords also shows me you have a renewal in the way you approach life. Where you once maybe reacted to things, now you just observe. You observe the situation and you get to choose whether you're going to reply to the situation or not. You can leave people on red. You can take your energy back from certain people. You can block people even if you want to. If this is not serving you, if they're bringing weird energy into your life, you can step away from that. And I just saw 11:11 on the clock when I was saying this. The blessing here is the mental freedom that you're going to get into your life. Maybe you used to be an overthinker. You're going to get that mental clarity into your life as a blessing soon. Let's touch upon the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio energy. This is really showing me quite heavy energy. And the blessing that comes with this card is showing me that you're healing from any regret or disappointment that may have happened in the past. You're finally reaching a point of emotional release that opens up more space for joy in your life. This is talking about Mars and Scorpio energy. Mars in Scorpio, Mars rules over Scorpio. This is a very Scorpionic energy here. And that's showing me a Scorpionic transformation into your life, turning pain into compassion and no longer identifying with anything that you lost. So you are alchemizing things in your life at this time and also surrendering during this whole process. And that surrender really rekindles your pure life force energy, which shows here in the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is pure fire energy, and it talks about inspiration, new opportunities, growth, and potential. It's really interesting because this one talks about new ideas and curiosity, and this one is talking about inspiration, and this one is talking about inspiration. The blessing coming into your life, my love, is a lot of new inspiration, and it's really interesting. When we live in a state of not being inspired by anything, life feels very gray, very dull. But when we have a lot of inspiration in life, it's almost like life is full of color, full of exploration, full of new creative tasks and things that we can do. So that is the blessing that is coming into your life, truly. And with the Ace of Wands here, it's really showing me actually another new creative or emotional beginning is going to burst in your life. That creative spark is back, full force. So this is showing me sacral and solar activation, actually. Energy, libido, inspiration is coming and flowing into your life. And that is a major blessing. You are aligning with your true potential. That passion is rebirthing in your life, and you're going to be able to channel it into whatever creative project or area of life that you are feeling drawn towards. Let's go ahead and move on to your oracle cards now. We are getting ritual sweet corn, and the North Node is here in the number 10. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is a lot of independent energy here. So having rituals for your own self that feed your self-love, your independence, your individuality is going to help you find your power, your light, things that you're passionate in. And also, I feel like a message is coming up here. Whatever it is that you are feeling passionate about, whatever it is that you love to do, don't let anyone that doesn't understand your vision, that doesn't understand your passion to get in your way, to make you feel like you don't love those things, because you know what you truly love. You know what your North Star is. You know what your purpose is. And that is another blessing coming into your life. When we don't know what our purpose is, we don't know what our North Star is, we don't really know what we love, and we let people's opinions affect us, that is going to take us off of our path and make us feel quite lost in life. And that's not a good feeling to have. So when we are the opposite and we don't let people influence us and we don't let people's opinions influence us and take us off our path, then we feel very, very in alignment and we don't feel lost in life. So with this card coming up, it's really showing me also that any rituals that you do in daily life, any consistent things that you do in life is going to become your area of magic. When you are consistent, you're going to be able to manifest more and more into your life. And when you're honed in on what you actually want, that is what is going to draw that in. And creating small rituals in your life also helps strengthen your blessings. Corn actually represents nourishment and cyclical growth. So honor any daily sacred habits that feed your vitality. Do the things that make you feel alive. So I'm going to give practical examples here. You know I love to mix spiritual and practical. So if you love to cook, but you feel like you don't have time for it, how about meal prepping? Healthy meals so you have something ready at all times throughout the week. And then that's going to be something that is your ritual. Maybe you can do those things on the weekend, Sunday, Monday, whatever day works the best for your schedule. Maybe one of your rituals is your skincare ritual in the morning or at night or both. And that really helps feed your beauty. It helps refine your skin. And this is not a vain thing to do. When you take care of your exterior, it's showing that you care and you self-respect yourself, that you love yourself. And that is not a bad thing. I don't know why beauty rituals are even demonized. I have no idea why. And I feel like that is something that is going to help magnify your purpose and amplify your purpose. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting thicket of thorns, uncertainty, number 43 here. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 is a very spiritual number. So maybe through your spiritual journey, your spiritual progress, you have felt thorny things come up and things of uncertainty. And actually earlier I was making an example about if people doubt your passion or your drive or the things that you feel like is your north node, then you feel uncertain about it. But I feel like actually with this card coming up, one of your blessings is that you are no longer feeling uncertain about life. You know exactly where you're trying to go. So when life feels stuck, actually it is a divine redirection. So this is an encouragement to pause instead of moving forward when you're feeling stuck, when you feel like life is a little bit thorny and you're uncertain. If you're feeling confused around certain people, situations, places, those might not actually be the right people to surround yourself with, the right situations to surround yourself with. When you're living in your light and your purpose, things are going to flow easily. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. So for example, let's make an example with the houses again. Okay, the 9th house. So this is a spiritual house. I love spirituality, so maybe I'll just give an example about this. So obviously I love spiritual topics. I'm obviously a tarot reader here on YouTube, and the amount of backlash that I've gotten from people in my personal life about telling me this stuff is woo-woo, it's not real, da-da-da, everything. It made me not uncertain about my path and my passions, but uncertain if these are the right people to surround myself with. That's the truth. And when you cut that uncertainty out, you're going to actually start realizing, oh, I'm not supposed to put my energy towards these people. I'm supposed to put my energy towards my purpose, my passion. And then things are going to start to really blossom in your life. So I have no problem pulling my energy away from people that have tried to put doubt and uncertainty in my life regarding 9th house, which is spirituality. Also, to make another example, the 9th house can also talk about overseas traveling, long distance traveling. So maybe you have this dream of quitting your job and going traveling for 3 months, backpacking through somewhere, and you feel it's going to enhance your spiritual growth and who you are as a person, and everybody around you is telling you not to do it. Everyone is putting that uncertainty into your path, into your vision, into your dream, and Spirit is encouraging you to get quiet and figure out what is actually bringing that uncertainty. Is it the people telling you that you shouldn't be doing this, or is it your own true uncertainty of maybe you should not do this? But I feel like you know when you go through meditation what's actually right for you. So if you always had a dream to travel the world for months at a time and self-discover through traveling, then you should do that. And you should not let anybody influence you when you know yourself the best. So with that being said, I also feel this particular oracle actually also mirrors the 7 of Pentacles here and the 5 of Cups lesson here. So this is talking about accepting where you currently are and also allowing divine timing to unfold. Because I feel some of you are waiting or not happy where you are at this time, which makes you feel very uncertain. But just accepting where you are at this time is also going to help divine timing unfold for you. Opportunities will start to come into your life. Blessings will start to come into your life when you just accept where you currently are. So the blessing is talking about having ease through that moment of surrender, especially when times feel very uncertain. So stillness is going to help you a lot at this time. So let's go ahead and also move on. We're getting potential, and this is a volcano. It's not erupting, but it can soon in the future. So maybe there's all this potential that is soon to erupt in your life. And the volcano shows me there's this true explosive potential building within you. A creative power is starting to awaken within you and waiting for you to be ready so it could fully release. Because this is a volcano at rest, but doesn't mean that it will not explode soon. The dormant volcano symbolism here really shows me that heart energy that is ready to erupt into a purpose. Everything that we do that we can have the fuel to keep going comes from the heart space. That is the truth. Everything that you are motivated to do comes from love. 5555 on the clock as I'm saying that. So, for example, maybe if you don't feel very inspired to do X, Y, and Z thing in your life, that's because there's no love and care energy towards that thing. But the things that you have infinite energy to keep doing, that's because you have so much love and care for that particular thing. You feel there's so much potential in that particular thing, which is why you can continue to do it. With this volcano image also coming up, I'm sensing that if you have unprocessed emotion or unexpressed emotion, that's something that also needs to be worked through so you can become a source of inspiration again. You're really preparing yourself at this time for a major awakening, which is one of your major blessings that is coming into your life. And also with this potential card coming up, it's showing me that you have a lot of potential in your own energy, 222 on the clock as I'm saying that. Maybe you had doubted yourself in the past, maybe you were uncertain about things in your path at the past, but you're starting to awaken to your own potential in life. And that is such a beautiful thing. I really want my viewers to believe in themselves because you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. Anything that you love and care about, you are going to be able to do. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. It says treat yourself to something beautiful today, and it's a beautiful bouquet. So maybe this is a sign to buy yourself a bouquet of flowers or just something that you feel is very beautiful. And I always encourage my viewers to do things that bring more beauty into their life because the more beauty you have in your life, the more pleasure, love, joy, beauty is going to come into your life. Buying yourself a bouquet is a perfect thing to do. Or even if you have a garden, you can start to cut your flowers and bring them inside so you can enjoy them. And this is going to really help you have that feeling that you deserve joy and beauty in your life now, not later, and that your reward is just having those little moments in your life. This pile has done a lot of emotional renewal and you have done a lot of healing. So bring yourself something beautiful as a reward, as a gift from you to you about all the hard work you did for your healing. With that Venusian energy coming from this card, it really shows having physical pleasures and joy and beauty in your life really regrounds your spirit. Beauty is a work of spiritual restoration, truly. It's the whole feel good, look good energy. I'll give you an example. For me, you guys can't see me. I'm doing card readings, but regardless, I always put my makeup on, I do my hair, everything because I feel it gives a better reading because when you look good, you feel good and you're able to show up in your highest light. Regardless, I'm never bummy behind the camera because I want to respect myself. I want to show myself that self-love and it shows through my work as well. That's just something I encourage that you guys do, especially with this card coming up. Just beautifying yourself, putting on your favorite outfit before you do something, just enhancing your beauty wherever you can, bringing flowers in, etc. So let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting health, number 30, 3 plus 0. 3. So that's a very transformative number. And the health card says, Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring to me your health and might. So maybe you guys have been going through things with your health at this time, and I really encourage you to build healthy routines for yourself. Earlier I was talking about meal prepping. So maybe if you can meal prep or even do a workout on a consistent basis that you really enjoy is going to be really something that helps bring more blessings into your life at this time. The health card really shows me this renewal not only in your emotions, but a wave of renewal in your body, mind, and spirit coming as a blessing for you. This pile has done a lot of emotional healing, but I feel like if you focus on all areas of health, more and more blessings are going to come into your life. Trying to have something for your body as well, trying to work on your mindset, and even feeding the spirit, which includes doing things that you love and enjoy. Vitality is going to start flowing through you and through your life, which is another blessing that's coming towards you. The blessing here is really a holistic wellness coming into your life. That is such a beautiful thing to see. Let's go ahead and move on to the last card, and it says connect to the heart. There's two dogs here, and this is actually a water card. And what this is showing me is you're starting to really connect to your heart space, which is going to make you do things that you feel really, really connected to. You're only going to be doing things out of love for that thing, out of care for that thing, rather than obligation. I'm really seeing that for a lot of you here. There's no more energy of doing things that do not align with your heart. If it does not align with you, then it's okay to walk away from that particular thing. And real blessings really come to you when you reopen your heart to actually giving and receiving love as well. I'm sensing that for some of you, maybe through the emotional things that you went through, you had a moment where you just wanted to retreat into the self. We all have those moments, but now it's a good time to reconnect to the heart with this dog symbolism here. Connect with good friends, connect with good people, connect with the things that you actually love. Bring more love into your life, more beauty into your life. Start being selfish with your energy, actually. Start putting your energy into things that you truly love to do, and no longer forcing yourself to be in situations, places, connecting with people that don't align with that heart space. The dog symbolism here also talks about unconditional trust. Dogs are really trusting animals. They like everybody and they always try to play with everybody because they have that unconditional trust. They see everybody on an even playing ground. With that kind of energy, that symbolism, it shows me that just feed into the things that make you feel that lovely energy, that dog energy. When you see a dog and you light up, that same feeling of lighting up, follow that feeling. So for me, I love doing these readings. I would do these readings all day if I could. And I have been very, very consistent with doing these readings because I feel it's just me talking to you guys, connecting with you guys, and connecting to things and subjects that I love. So it's almost infinite energy. But for example, I don't like to hang out in large crowds. That does not align with my heart at all. I get very anxious. So I'm just giving this as an example so you can take it into your own life. But I would personally step away from anything that has a lot of large crowds or situations that is going to bring me anxiety so I can pour more into the areas of life that I love. So with that being said, number 2, I believe your blessings are all centered around renewal, specifically emotional renewal and healing, and a lot of self-love coming into your life. So after feeling stuck or uncertain, your vitality and inspiration is starting to return, which is a major blessing. You really mastered that art of patience and surrender, and your heart is starting to reopen, your body is starting to rejuvenate, and your creative power is starting to flow into your life again. The universe begins to bless you when you act in balance, when you act in harmony. Things are going to be expanding in your life, and a healed heart is the heart that manifests love. And I sense that you're truly starting to manifest from love and not lack energy. So this is going to be a ton of blessings that feel very fulfilling to you because it's all in alignment of your heart space. Continue acting from your heart space as much as you can, and I'm sensing that a lot of beautiful blessings are coming your way, Pile 2. So that's all I have for you today, Pile 2. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a big like down below and comment Pile 2 below to claim this reading, or just tell me what resonated down below. When you interact with the reading, it pulls the energy of the reading closer into your life. So make sure you interact below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings like this one every single week. So I hope to see you here again soon. Until next time, bye, Pile 2. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the red Aventurine, this is going to be your reading. So let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards. We're getting the High Priestess. We're getting the Emperor. We're getting the Ace of Cups. We're getting the Five of Cups, the World, and the Five of Wands. So we do have 2 major arcana here. So this is going to be major changes happening in your life, which causes ripples of blessings coming in. So before we get into the tarot cards, let's go ahead and talk about the red Aventurine and why you may have been attracted to the red Aventurine. So the red Aventurine talks about things such as creativity, motivation, and vitality. So your blessings really revolve around creative sparks coming back into your life, maybe a new wave of motivation, and even a renewed vitality in your life. So maybe you've been feeling sluggish, unmotivated, or not creative in life recently, and the blessing coming in is that all of those things are going to be renewed. So with that being said, this stone is also related to the root and sacral chakra. So maybe you are healing things in your root and sacral chakra at this time, which causes blessings to flow into your life. The red Aventurine is also connected to Aries and Virgo energy. So you may be have those in your chart, or you may be activating those energies within your life at this time. Aries is a very leadership oriented sign, and Virgo is a very perfectionistic, analytical sign. So you may be having leadership opportunities or even opportunities to perfect yourself in this time in life. So your blessings with this red aventurine shows me that there is pure forward motion. So you're going to be growing in confidence, courage, motivation after a dull period of life. So let's now move into the tarot cards right here. So we're going to start with the High Priestess. This is moon and water energy. So you may be refining your emotions at this time. You may be really having a lot of your emotions in check at this time. And this card typically talks about intuition, sacred knowledge, divine feminine, subconscious, secrets, wisdom, and the spiritual world. So you may be more connected to the spiritual world, which is one of your blessings, or you may be getting more and more connected to your intuition, knowing when things are not right as an intuitive nudge, and follow that intuition because it's going to lead you the right way. So your blessings here really show me that you already sense your new chapter. It's forming quietly within you, which is your intuition speaking to you. So the lunar wisdom that comes from this card, the intuition, the divine timing, it really is showing me that the High Priestess is encouraging you to act from that inner knowing that comes within your inner self, your inner mind. You are no longer acting from an impulsive state or messy state. And that blessing that's coming to you is actually having clarity through calm. So once your intuition is steady, the Emperor gives it structure. So it's funny that we have the High Priestess and the Emperor here because those are very powerful characters in the tarot. So the Emperor is talking about leadership energy. Again, this is talking about Aries and fire energy. And the Emperor is talking all about authority, establishment, structure, a father figure, control, security, order, and ambition. So you may be really ordering your life at this time. You're really figuring out what is going to give you that feeling of ambition and following that like a fire spark. The Emperor is showing me that you're taking control and reclaiming authority in your own life. You're no longer letting people drag you around like a puppet. I'm seeing that symbolism right now in my mind's eye for some reason. So maybe before you were following other people's dreams for you. You were following other people's instruction. But then you realize that actually, no, you are the leader. You're the leader of your own life and you have a lot of leadership ability within you. So this is showing me that you're finally believing in yourself and your abilities. With that Aries energy that's connected to the Emperor, it shows me that you have leadership that's rooted in discipline and a grounded vision for yourself and your life. So the blessing here is really stability. With having that foundation set, it moves us into the Ace of Cups, which is actually talking all about water energy, love, new relationships, compassion, and creativity. So now that you are confident within yourself and you're following your inner intuition, you're able to attract more relationships into your life. This could be friends, this could be partners of any sort, and this can be even romantic relationships. With the Ace of Cups coming here, a new wave of love and inspiration is starting to fill your heart and your life again. So again, this could be a new group of friends, this could be single friends, one-on-one type of friends, or even a romantic relationship. But because of that heart awakening that you had through all of your discipline, the feminine energy in your life is starting to rise and balance with the masculine energy in your life as well. So you're learning compassionate power. With the Ace of Cups and the Emperor next to each other, it shows me not only fiery energy, but good emotional energy too. You're able to balance fiery passion with emotional wisdom. This is water energy, this is fire energy. So it shows me that not only are you going to have blessings that enhance your inspiration, your creativity, your energy, that wild, raw passion energy in your life, even exciting things in your life, you're also going to be awakening and channeling in blessings related to your emotions, your intuition, relationships, healing yourself, exploring your subconscious mind, and even connecting with others on a whole new level because of all of the healing that you've done. So let's go ahead and move on to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is showing me you're healing also from regrets, failures, any disappointments, or pessimistic mindsets that you've had, because those are the things that are connected to the Five of Cups. So letting go of any of those disappointments is a part of your blessing. Your heart is purging any pain that you've been through. This is showing me true emotional alchemy, accepting it, releasing it, and even forgiving people that had been attached to this situation. The High Priestess foresaw this. Your intuition told you about this. So this is healing through awareness, not suppressing your emotions. I encourage you to face your emotions. If you've gone gone through a lot of things that made you feel regretful or feel like a failure, even have things of disappointment come up or pessimism, you just sit and meditate. Give yourself 5 minutes of time to sit in silence and let those feelings arise. Identify where you feel it in your heart. So for me, for example, if I feel disappointed about something or I regret doing something, I typically feel it in my throat or my chest. I just feel regretful there, and I let that feeling just sit and marinate. And I don't hold on to the energy, I let it pass. I just give it the attention that it needs. It's almost like your feelings are a bad child. If you ignore the child will get louder, the feelings will grow. But if you just allow yourself to spend some time with the child, which is your emotions, I'm just making an example, and allowing the child to vent all their feelings out and say how they feel, then the child will calm down, quiet down, and begin to play again. And that's an analogy for your feelings. If you sit without failure, you sit without regret, you sit without disappointment or pessimism, then you let it speak, give itself that moment, let it be seen, let it be felt, let it be heard, then it's going to just start to dissipate on its own rather than suppressing it, and then it just keeps coming back up. So with that being said, it's right next to the world, so you're going through this major cycle. As you heal from the Five of Cups, the cycle closes with the world. You've really outgrown an old version of yourself, maybe one that really was stuck in those negative mindsets. So the world is connected to Saturn and Earth energy, and it talks about things such as completion, integration, accomplishment, travel, success, reward, and joy. Your blessings that are coming to you are success, rewards, joy, completing things in your life, and integrating any lessons that you've learned. So with the World card here, Saturn's completion and mastery are part of your blessings. You're going to be more comfortable being visible, being confident, shining your unique light, having your unique talents displayed for other people to enjoy. So that completion energy is really leading to a renewed passion in your life, and it also moves us into the Five of Wands energy. So Five of Wands is actually typically talking about Saturn in Leo energy, and it talks about conflict, disagreements, competition, tension, and diversity. So for this particular reading, I'm sensing what blessings are coming to you is actually being able to transform that conflict that you've had to face into an unshakable, unstoppable drive. So instead of drowning in conflict and disagreements, you're actually going to be able to take that energy, siphon that energy from people that are giving you that into more and more motivation. So that is going to be a divine thing that you do. That is your blessing. You're going to be channeling any chaos that manifests into your life into creation energy. So this is talking about Mars vitality here. The blessing here is really fire energy harnessed for purpose in your life. Being able to manifest anything that you want, that life force energy channeled through you. Let's go ahead and start moving on to your oracle cards now. All right, so we're getting healing number 37 here. 3 plus 7 is 10, which is equal to 1. Aries here, again, there's a lot of Aries symbolism. Aries, Aries, Aries. So this is showing me that you are going to be healing through reclaiming your confidence, reclaiming that leadership ability in your life. And it's saying that there is a geranium flower here. So with this healing card coming up, it really shows me that your heart and body are restoring all of that strength and joy that was always in your spirit. I really want to talk about the Emperor more and the qualities of the Emperor because we're getting so much Aries in this reading. So the Emperor is talking about authority. So you're reclaiming authority in your life, and that's going to cause a lot of blessings in your life. The Emperor also talks about establishment and structure, a father figure. So you're going to be establishing new pillars in your life, structuring your life in a very routine way, having a lot of order in your life and control in your life so you can put your energy where it's meant to flow. And this is going to have a new sense of ambition coming up into your life. And even you may be starting to become your own father figure in a sense and leading your life in the way that feels in alignment with you and no longer listening to other people's opinions. With this healing card coming up and geranium also on this card, it shows me that you're connecting to your solar and heart centers. It's really cleansing out any emotional residue from potentially old battles that you had to face, any conflict or disagreements that you had to face, and taking all of the blessings that you can from that. Becoming vibrant again is your blessing. Self-healing is your blessing. And I encourage you to continue doing these things through daily self-care. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting stag spirits leadership. Are you kidding? And then 3 and 9 here. So 3 plus 9 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 is a very transformative number. You have so much leadership in your energy, my lovely pile number 3s. You can lead anything that you want, but what I'm really sensing here is you being able to take life into your own hands, into your own reins, because we do have a reindeer here, and leading life down the path that you want for yourself. So a major example is just coming up in my mind's eye. So if you're trying to start a business, for example, there's a lot of different things that you have to do to start a business. And if there's things that are taking you off that path, it is absolutely okay to act in the same way the emperor would, which is putting that authority down, putting that control down, and saying, no, this does not feed me. This is not benefiting my life in any way. This is not helping me become a better person or grow the things I want to grow in life. So I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to keep going on my path. That shows you that self-confidence, that shows you that it's time to really step up for yourself. And truly, it's time for you to actually step up and be seen. You're really meant to lead. So since this is a general reading, I like to give multiple examples, but maybe some of you are really into fitness. So maybe you're meant to be a fitness leader. Maybe you're meant to be a fitness teacher. Maybe you're meant to show and share your passion in the fitness space. For some of you, maybe you're amazing business owners, and maybe you're in a phase of your life where it'd be really beneficial for you to work with other business owners, share what you've learned, share things that have helped you with your business journey, and really connect with people that are going to be able to show you how much of a leader you truly are. And this is honestly just showing me divine masculine mastery. Even if you are a feminine, I feel like your masculine side is very established, very strong, and people may even submit to your divine masculine. You may see people copying you. You may see that you really inspire other people around you, which really shows that you are a true leader. It could be even little things. Maybe people copy your style. Maybe people copy the way you decorate your house. Maybe people copy your creative spark. Maybe people try to literally be you. That's what I'm seeing. Like they just copy everything about you because they see you as a leader. And this is really showing also that you have a humble authority and it's not dominance. I generally feel like when you walk up into a room, people sit straight up because they know leadership just walked into the room. The stag here really teaches leadership through integrity and service. So maybe this is another reason why people really look up to you, because they see that the things that you do, maybe even the way that you put your energy out into the world, is actually a way to service other people. So maybe your business or the work that you do in the world actually is a form of service. And it's not just egoic things, it's not things that only benefit you. It seems like the work that you do or the energy that you put out into the world really helps a lot of different people from all walks of life, which is another thing that shows how much of a leader you truly are. Because somebody that only feeds into selfish things and always just tries to think about themselves is not a true leader. I really see that you lead people into being more compassionate versions of themselves, the highest version of themselves, and that is going to bring so much blessings into your life because you will continue to be put into the spotlight. You will continue to be put into a place of authority. You're going to be continuing to be an inspiration for a lot of people. So as you claim again your authority, life is going to open up into so many different blessings and blossom into so many different things for you and a lot of new opportunities as well. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting adventures, and this is such a beautiful little card with a waterfall and birds and nature. So actually all of this energy that you're giving out into the world maybe is going to inspire you to begin doing more adventures for yourself into nature, with your loved ones, with the people that feed your soul, maybe even more opportunities to travel, maybe more opportunities to see beautiful places in the world, really recentering your spirit, because nature is a very centering, grounding element. So with this card coming up, it really shows me that exciting things are coming on your horizon. And this is because of all of that emotional work that you've done on yourself. So this is also moving water symbolism. So that shows me flow after potentially a time of restriction. Like I said before, that people were leading your life for you, which is a very restricting thing. People telling you what to do, people encouraging you to do this and that, but you have to listen to your inner light, your inner self. Don't let anyone's opinions affect you, which I feel like you're already moving past. But if you don't feel like you fully let that go, that is going to be one of your blessings, being able to let go of other people's opinions and instruction for you and having an instruction for your own life. So spiritual adventures may even come up where you're able to learn more spiritual knowledge or esoteric knowledge, and a creative expansion is really calling you forward at this time. There's a lot of momentum that I actually am seeing when this adventure card comes up. It could be little daily adventures that you might be invited to. It may be large, more overseas adventures that you're invited to, or maybe your adventure is starting a new business or expanding your business or expanding your career. Whatever it is that you lovely pile number threes are trying to put your energy into, I feel like you have this sense of an innocent spirit as well when this adventure card comes up, because there's so many birds here. So I sense that wherever you're going towards, because these birds are flying, right? So whatever you're going towards, it's going to start feeling like an adventure. So let me give an example. Let's roll a house. Okay, third house. So this is actually talking about short distance travel. So maybe short distance travel will actually inspire you in a lot of different ways. Having those mini adventures, little road trips might be inspiring you more and more in your life and allowing you to figure out where you want to learn more, where you want to implement more of your lessons and your energy. With the third house coming up, when I wanted a clarification, it's really actually showing me that having those little times where you can connect with other people, your community, and even having creative communication is going to be inspiring you more and more in your life, bringing more of that divine, fiery energy into your life. Also, when you go on more adventures, maybe it helps you become a better leader, because if we're always in the leadership position and people are relying on us to do this and that and whatever, and they're just following us in our path, then having a moment of time where you could step away and just relax and have that adventure, going back into just having a fun time, is really going to help renew you. So I really do encourage maybe short distance travel or just seeing life as an adventure rather than something to do. What I mean by that is if your goal is to grow your business, see growing your business as a fun thing to do, as an adventure rather than a to-do list or something burdensome or something challenging. Yes, it could be challenging trying to grow a business, but see it as an adventure. See every milestone as a finishing line, a new marker, a new milestone, and just really see the whole thing as a game. I also actually think life is a game. And I see life as an adventure as well. So I try not to take anything way too seriously, because when we take things very, very seriously, it could bring the whole energy down, honestly. We can start to get pessimistic because we don't see things manifesting in our life. But if we start to bring the fun in, see it as an adventure, see it as a game, then things are going to lighten up. Okay, so I really encourage that. All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting align your intentions with your actions. So that's a really powerful message for this particular pile, because I feel like you guys have a lot of action in your energy. And this is really just asking you to continue to align your intentions with those actions. So you walk your talk, so to speak. Your outer world should match your inner truth. So with that being said, it shows me a relation to the High Priestess here, because the High Priestess does talk about your inner intuition. So with this card coming up, you're really acting on your intentions every single day. So if your intention is to simply make the world a better place and lead the world towards more love and more light, then every single day try to choose actions that bring more love and light into the world, benefit a lot of different people, and really show yourself that you mean what you say. Inner outer harmony really blossoms into a radiant life. So I really do encourage you to try to have that self-reflection on a daily basis to see if your inner self and your outer self are in harmony. So let's go ahead and move on. We're getting in the number 4, beauty. It says, I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Are you serious? I allow what is within to shine. So that is literally almost a direct correlation to that. That's really interesting. So I feel like if you're full of love on the inside, let that really show on the outside as well. Let that show through your work. Let that show through your actual physical experience. Let that show through the beautiful moments in life. Let that show everywhere in your life. If you feel like the inner self is really all about trying to make the world a better place, then let that show everywhere in all of your actions and all the little beautiful things that you can do on a daily basis. That is such a beautiful message, and I see your messages repeating again and again. So pile number 3, let's go ahead and move on to the last card. All right. Oh, compassion. Oh my gosh, wasn't I literally just saying you want to put love and light into the world, which is another way to say putting compassion into the world. And this is a really beautiful card. This is actually a water related card attached to the emotions and emotional realm. So with that card coming up, It's really showing me that your final blessing is actually gentleness for yourself and others. You are a really lovely person. What I'm sensing is if you don't connect with somebody even for years, you just pick up where you left off because you have that beautiful, warm light within you and you're a very compassionate person. So people feel very open to you. They see you as a leader because you are a compassionate leader. They are very open to you. You might have a lot of people telling you things that are going on in their life because they really feel like you're somebody that can help them, maybe even somebody that has gone through it. You're also a really strong person and you continue to be compassionate throughout all the things that you've gone through in the past, which is why you're such a leader for your community. I feel like you have a really empathetic strength to you. Even if you have not gone through certain situations, when people tell you about their situation, it's something about your energy that you're able to tap into how they're feeling and try to motivate their strength, try to motivate their inspiration to come back and their vitality to come back into their life because you want everyone around you to thrive. You truly do. You're not somebody that brings people down. You really get compassionate and try to push people up. So your true power here is that you're such a compassionate leader that you really see that there is this woundedness in humanity and you're trying to heal that. You're really trying to make the world a better place. And I honestly bow down to you. You are so sweet. I'm sensing this energy of just really trying to lead in a way that you're helping a lot of different people and not only yourself. So you're such a person of true leadership in all different realms of life and in your community. You may be even inspiring people that you don't even know that you're inspiring because you're that much of a leader. So pile number 3, your blessings are truly surrounding empowerment, adventure, and self-healing. You're really stepping into your full potential at this time. You are confident, you are radiant, and you are renewed. So through your intuition, which is shown here in Priestess, through your structure, which is shown here in the Emperor, and your emotional rebirth, which is shown here in the Ace of Cups, it brings you completion, which is shown here in the World, and that leadership, which is shown here in the Stack. So you are somebody that really embodies that sovereign compassion. The universe is going to be blessing you with vitality, authority, and heart-led success. A real creative fire that's going to be sparking within you, guided by your own personal wisdom of your life actions and your life choices. Pile number 3, what a beautiful reading. The light is really shining right now. The sun has really started to bloom at this time. And I'm sensing that that is a symbolism for your own life. You're really stepping into your light and stepping into your shine at this time. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see the blessings coming into your life. Pile number 3, if you enjoyed this reading, please give me a big like down below and comment pile 3 down below to claim this reading, or just tell me what resonated in this reading for you. I love to see your comments. When you interact with the reading, it brings the energy closer to you. So make sure you're interacting with the reading down below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week. So I hope to see you here again soon. Until next time, bye, pile 3. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the Selenite moon, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and get straight into the tarot cards. We're getting the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Cups. We're getting the Star, 6 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. This is a really beautiful reading, but before we get into the tarot cards, let's talk about the Selenite moon and why you may have been attracted to the Selenite moon. The Selenite moon talks about all things related to purification, clarity, and even a divine connection. Your blessings can revolve around those things. You may be becoming more pure within your spirit, meaning that you are more authentic in your light, and you're also gaining a lot of clarity in your life at this time, and also connecting more to the divine. This crystal connects to the crown and third eye chakra and Taurus and Cancer zodiac signs. So you may have Taurus or Cancer in your chart, or you may be bringing that energy closer into your life at this time and you're really channeling those zodiac signs. Your blessings is truly surrounding spiritual clarity. Any confusion that you have in your life is going to begin to dissolve, which is a major, major blessing because confusion can really cloud our lives. All of that cloudiness is going to dissolve soon for you, and peace is going to be returning into your life as another blessing that's coming your way. Your energy is going to begin to feel light and protected again, which is such a major blessing. I can't even describe how much of a blessing it is to feel you're living with clarity, living with a divine connection, and feeling pure within your spirit. The Selenite here really activates your crown and third eye chakra, aligning you to those angelic frequencies and your own higher mind. Its Taurus Cancer resonance really restores an emotional calm and spiritual stability in your life. Your blessings are going to unfold through cleansing, rest, having a clear vision for your next move in life. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards. We're starting with the Four of Cups. You may have been feeling emotionally numb or even inspired at this time, and this is your spirit asking you for renewal. If you don't feel connected to something, if you feel apathetic towards something, that means that's not something that's coming from your heart space. If you don't have a motivation towards it, then it's not in alignment with you at the time. This card is talking about Moon and Cancer energy, and it talks about meditation, contemplation, apathy, and reevaluation. At this time, actually, a blessing for you is giving yourself that time of meditation and contemplation so you can reevaluate what is actually in alignment for your life. A pause for reflection rather than having apathy. The universe is actually redirecting you at this time to something more meaningful, something more in alignment with you. The blessing here is true emotional awakening through awareness of what you actually want with your life. Once you awaken, you begin to reclaim your boundaries and your purpose, which is shown here in the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is Mars in Leo energy, and it talks about challenge, competition, protection, and perseverance. You're going to be able to persevere soon, and you are also protected. Those are your blessings. You're learning to protect your peace and really stand up for what you believe in with this card coming up. That Leo Mars courage and that self-sovereignty really emerging. You know how to stand up for yourself. I wanted to repeat that again. You don't only stand up for what you believe in, but you stand up against people that oppose you and try to oppose your spirit. When you realize that no one is going to stand up for you, no one is going to feel obligated to always defend you, you must find the courage within yourself to stand up for yourself, stand up for what you believe in, speak up. And that is a blessing coming into your life, especially if you're somebody that had been more people pleasing, more go with the flow, more trying to keep the peace. That is not actually protecting your peace. If you're trying to protect other people's peace and just letting them walk all over you, that is not protecting your peace. That's protecting their peace. At this time, actually, a blessing coming into your life is learning how to protect your own peace and standing up for yourself in all different types of ways. The blessing here is that inner strength, really being able to defend oneself and no longer bending to any external pressure. With those boundaries restored, your heart is really going to reopen through the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is Sun in Scorpio energy, and it talks about revisiting the past, childhood memories, innocence, and joy. So with this card coming up, it really shows me that joy and nostalgia might be returning into your life at this time. And this is really showing me a reconnection with your innocent self. So pile four, I feel like maybe even old people might be returning, but in a way of letting you reconnect to that lovely joyful energy. So maybe an old friend will be hitting you up soon and it's all good energy. Maybe you guys just haven't talked in a couple of years or haven't really connected in a couple of years, but that energy is coming back and all of that love that you guys had for each other is going to still be there. So this is really a card of emotional integration of the past and the present. So even if you have changed from who you are in the past, there are still people that know you from an older time that have really positive feelings about you. So if you ever feel lost, if you ever feel you're surrounded by people that don't see your light, there are people that still remember you with a lot of light. So this card really also talks about a forgiveness energy because that forgiveness really brings healing to inner child wounds. It's because this does talk about childhood memories as well. So when you were more innocent, when you were younger, and you have all these people that had been connecting with you, they see that light within you, but it also is a card of reminding yourself to heal from anything that might have been carried from childhood, any darker things. And it's showing all these really emotionally purifying things happening in your life as a blessing, which really leads us perfectly into the next card, which is the Star. This is divine renewal. The Star is connected to Aquarius energy, air energy, and it talks about hope, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, guidance, inspiration, and creativity. So all the things that you have been through has really renewed your spirituality, really renewed your own inner guidance for yourself, and maybe even sparked more creativity in your life and more inspirations in your life. You finally have that hope back into your life. When we live life with no hope, we start to feel very, very lost. We start to feel confused. I do encourage you to hold on to faith, hold on to hope, and know that your life is going to unfold in divine timing. So with the Star coming up, hope is really being restored in your life. You are guided, you are protected, and you are seen by the universe. You do not have to worry about anything. The Aquarian in this card is really healing through light. The blessing here is divine reconnection after disillusionment, feeling confused, and the blessing is also having a renewed inspiration to shine your gifts into the world. All of us have unique gifts. All of us have unique things that we love and are passionate about. And that is the beauty in life. It's almost like a big party down here. All of us are going to have different gifts. All of us are going to have different things that we bring to the potluck of life. I'm here reading tarot because I love spirituality. I love tarot cards, anything to do with astrology, anything, all of that. So I feel like that's one of my gifts, and I really love to shine my light in this way. It feels so in alignment with me and my inner radiance. And I see that whatever your gifts are, my lovely pal fours, is that it is going to really begin shining in your outer world because your inner radiance has really become so strong that you are able to have that shine out into the world, and you're going to begin getting outward victory from this, which is shown here in the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is one of my favorite cards actually because it's such a positive card. It's talking about Jupiter and Leo energy, and we all know Leo. Okay, Leo loves to shine. Leo loves being in the spotlight. So having Jupiter there is just magnifying that Leo energy. You are the star here, and it's really showing in your light. We are all stars. Matter of fact, we are stardust. So we all have our inner light. We all have things that really make us shine. So this shine is really getting renewed in your life at this time. You really found your spark. You've really found your shine, the way that you could shine the best in the world. The truth is, I hope all people find their spark. I hope all people find the way that they are meant to shine in the world. I hope all people can tap into their Leo energy, even if they don't have that in their chart. You have something that you're so skillful at, something that you're so naturally passionate about that can really show how you can bring success into the world. So with the Six of Wands, it really shows recognition and success are coming towards you as your blessing. Your light is finally being noticed. So public acknowledgement really follows that inner mastery. So once you hone in on what you're passionate about and you keep on trying to refine your skills and then you master that skill, public acknowledgement is a natural thing to follow. You really are shining from your true inner self, so people are going to see that. And with all that confidence regained, you're really beginning to plan for the future, which is shown here in the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands talks about Mars and Aries energy, and Mars rules over Aries. So this is a very fiery card, and it talks about future planning, progress, decisions, and discovery. So this card really shows me that you're envisioning your next step, your next adventure, your next plan, and really dreaming from a place of confidence and not confusion. So before, if people were telling you what to do or giving you suggestions that didn't feel in alignment, you might have felt very apathetic towards those things. And you probably were not able to see a future in the things that made you feel apathetic. But now that you have that new spark in your life and your hope and faith is renewed, you're able to start planning for the future and making progress on the things that you actually care about. You are now in a place of discovery and decision making that actually feels very, very in alignment to who you are. So the fire energy here really is telling me that your vision is aligning with your higher guidance. And your blessing here is that you're going to find new ways of strategic expansion that is guided by your inner intuition. So that is all I have for the tarot cards. Let's go ahead and move on to your oracle cards now. All right, we're getting productivity, which has Cancer here, and it says the Kent pumpkin. There's scissors here as well, and the moon, and the number 8, if any of that is resonant to you. So with this Kent pumpkin productivity coming up, it shows me that since you're now living from a place of alignment and confidence of who you are and what your light is meant to do down here on earth, you're really starting to become very, very steady in your productivity, in your actions, and fruitful progress is beginning to unfold in your life. So I encourage you to nurture your goals patiently. Things are not going to be overnight. Keep going towards your passions, keep going towards your goals, and you will see things start to unfold in your life. The pumpkin here really symbolizes abundance through consistency. So I really encourage you to stay consistent. This is that sacred energy of rhythm, of sowing, resting, and then harvesting. So the blessing here is to allow the work to flow through you and allow that work to be really rooted in your own purpose, the feeling of purpose. That's why you put things out into the world, because you feel it's purposeful, that it has a meaning, and you're passionate about it. So with this card coming up as well, it really shows me that Productivity is one part of the equation. Since Cancer is also here on the card, it shows me that you also take time to nurture yourself and go and rest and retreat when you need to, because the Cancer is all about the fourth house, comforts, and really being able to nurture yourself. So make sure you're nurturing yourself at the same time as being productive, because you don't want to necessarily burn yourself out. You want to keep being productive as much as you can. So maybe this means if you have a lot of things to do, try to break it up so you do something a little bit every day rather than trying to do 5 days of work in one day. And if you need to take a break and you have 5 days of work, don't force yourself. Who's actually telling you that you need to finish all those things? So try to rest at the same time as being productive. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting Sanctuary. What a beautiful card. Mystic Meadow. And number 26 here. 2 plus 6 is 8. Again, there's 2 8s side by side. 8 is a very karmic number. I feel like you're aligning very much with karma at this time. And karma can be good too. With that being said, it shows me that whatever path you're on it right now is truly your good karma that you want to put into the world. But also with this card saying Sanctuary, it's showing me that it's a really good time for you to retreat, to recharge. Rest is not a lazy thing, but truly a time to recharge and prepare for the next burst. I know I talked about resting here with Cancer, but I feel Cancer is also connected to the home energy, which is your sanctuary. While you're being productive, that is a beautiful thing to do, to tap into your productivity, but also make sure you're also giving yourself a lot of time to rest and recharge and really be in your own sanctuary, whether that is your home. Maybe for some people, I know that their sanctuary is where they to work out, and sometimes your own sanctuary could be your inner mind through meditation. I do encourage you to meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes a day. Just begin with 5 minutes. You could do a guided one online, or you can just do a silent one. You could do it to lo-fi music, you could do it to meditation music, whatever works for you. Really creating that inner sanctuary is going to be key at this time for you to manifest your blessings. All right, let's go ahead and move on to your next card. We're getting Leadership here. All of the healing that you've done, all of that inner light that you're beginning to shine out into the world is going to put you in a leadership position. With this Leadership card coming up, you're really stepping into your purpose, and others will be guided by your light. The North Star is in here as well, right here, and this is showing me dharmic direction. Remember I told you that there's something very karmic about the path that you're on right now? It's straight up dharma at this point. You're going towards your North Star, which means that good karma is going to come into your life. So the blessing here is really having a clear purpose and confidence to lead from that area of truth and light. You really become a calm in other people's storms. The leadership energy here is really showing that you're softening through compassion as well. Love, care, compassion for others, and really being there for other people and serving other people is one of the main reasons why we're here down on this earth. And the more we can show that loving energy out towards people, the better it's going to be. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting Forgive somebody. Okay, so maybe some of you have gone through difficult interpersonal relationships where it is requiring you at this time to forgive somebody for something that's happened in the past. And that's going to actually make your spirit very much lighter. Try to understand the situation from an understanding point of view. Did this person actually mean to do that thing to you, or was it just a moment of time where they had a hard period and they may have took it out on you? This forgive someone really tells me that Spirit is encouraging you to release resentment, and it really helps free your heart and clear your path to move forward. Forgiveness is actually an energetic form of purification for your spirit. It aligns with the Selenite's meaning of cleansing that frequency of any stagnant energy. And grace will really restore flow in your life where density might have once lived, even defensiveness or conflicts. So we want to take that out of our lives and really forgive. Forgiveness really enhances our life in a lot of different ways. I encourage you, if something came up, some person came up when this forgive someone was pulled, I really encourage you to try to find forgiveness in that situation. Let's go ahead and move forward. We're getting the Strength card here. It says strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, iron power. And number 34 here, 3 plus 4 is 7, very spiritual number. With that being said, I feel you're very, very strong and you'll find strength in forgiving people. You'll become more of a leader if you forgive people. And actually the sanctuary that you create for yourself, whether that's your house, whether that's your inner mind or the place you work out, is going to strengthen. Your inner sanctuary will strengthen when you choose to do all these positive things and live in alignment, live in your dharma, live with good karma in the back of your mind, and you'll become even more productive and strong as you do this. So with the Strength card coming up, Spirit is telling you that you are stronger than you ever have realized, and endurance and faith will carry you through. Anything that you are facing, you're going to be strong enough to get through it. So with the strength card here, it really also gives a Mars and Saturn harmony. So you mature through having that power anchored in peace. When you mature, you realize power is not about conflict or dominating over other people, but actually choosing peace. So your blessing here is really the resilient spirit under the force of divine protection. You're always going to be protected, and you're always going to be encouraged to continue to be resilient, be strong. So that strength really stabilizes the leadership energy that I see here in the cards, and you're going to become this person that really embodies mastery. Let's move on to the last card. We're getting the Sovereign. So you're very sovereign, and this is actually an Ether card. What a beautiful card to end off with. So what this is showing me is all of the healing that you've done, the forgiveness that you've done, the cleansing that you've done, the purification of your soul that you have done, so you can be on the right path for you, the right alignment for you, doing the right karmas for your life, really makes you a sovereign individual. You're becoming the ruler of your own life. You are grounded, you are confident, and you live in a clear way. So the Sovereign card really invites you to further activate your inner leader, your inner visionary. The Sovereign really encourages you to invite that passion and fire into your life while creating structure, while nurturing your dreams. The Sovereign is really this person that knows who they are and begins to create from that place of knowing. So truly, you are the king or queen of your own life, and the balanced sovereignty here is disciplined leadership that starts with the heart space. The Sovereign knows structure can bring freedom in your life and invites you to actually cut any chaos out of your life, forgive people, and invite in peace and serenity. When you're sovereign within yourself, your life is going to be full of peace, serenity, and pure thoughts and emotions and actions. So if anything is out of alignment with that, I highly recommend trying to step away or cut that out of your life so you can be sovereign within yourself. Here the journey completes from an inner fog to divine order. You're now embodying clarity, compassion, and authority, which is your true blessing. So all in all, pile number 4, your blessings are of peace, renewal, and divine guidance. You are somebody that can listen to that divine nudge, and you're clearing any negativity, regaining direction for your life, and stepping into a higher path for yourself. So through rest, which we can see here in the 4 of Cups and even the Mystic Meadow, it's going to re-enliven your courage, which is seen here in the 7 of Wands and even in the Strength. And you're going to be illuminating your path, which we could see here in the Star and also in the Sovereign. And you're going to begin to become more and more of a leader right here in the Leadership card, and you begin to rise as a beacon of clarity and guiding people that you didn't even know that you were inspiring. The universe is blessing you with spiritual protection at this time, purposeful leadership, and a calm confidence. Your life becomes the sanctuary and guiding star for other people, including yourself as well. So pile number 4, that's actually all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a big like down below and comment pile 4 down below to claim this reading, or tell me what resonated the most for you in this reading. I love to see your comments. When you interact with the reading, it brings the energy closer to you, so make sure you interact below. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I post new pick a card tarot readings just like this one every single week. So I hope to see you here again soon. Until next time, bye, pile 4.